नास्ति सुशीरते
अद्राक्षाम् अहमेतं ते
द्राक्षामहमेतं ते
तसारं महदद्भुतम्
तसारं मदद्भुतं
दंशभक्षित देहस्य
दक्षितदेहो
प्राणहीनि अस्थिषु शेरते. अद्राक्षमहमेतं ते सारं महदद्भुतं दंशभक्षित देहस्य प्राणा हि अस्थिषु शेरते. अद्राक्षमहम् एतं ते सारं महदद्भुतं दंशभक्षित देहस्य प्राणा हि अस्थिषु शेरते. Word meaning, translation, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Adraksham, have personally seen. Aham, I. Etam, this. Te, your. Hritasaram, power of endurance. Mahat, very great. Adbhutam, wonderful. Dam Shabakshita, eaten by worms and ants. Dehasya, whose body. Prana, the life air. He, indeed. Asthishu, in the bones. Sherate, is taking shelter. Translation, I have been very much astonished to see your endurance. In spite of being eaten and bitten by all kinds of worms and ants, you are keeping your life air circulating within your bones. Certainly, this is wonderful. Purport, it appears that the soul can exist even through the bones, as shown by the personal example of Hiranyakashipu. When great yogis are in samadhi, even when their bodies are buried and their skin, marrow, blood, and so on have all been eaten, if only their bones remain, they can exist in transcendental position. Very recently, an archaeologist published findings indicating that Lord Christ, after being buried, was exhumed and that he then went to Kashmir. There have been many actual examples of yogis being buried in trance and exhumed alive in good condition several hours later. A yogi can keep himself alive in a transcendental state even if buried not only for many days but for many years. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैश्वनांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So this is from 7th canto, 3rd chapter. So this is a chapter entitled Hiranyakashipu's plan to become immortal. So, we are right now seeing that how Brahmaji, being very surprised to see the kind of austerities what Hiranyakashipu has performed. So he has gone to that place where Hiranyakashipu was performing austerities, and it was even difficult for Brahmaji also to locate where is Hiranyakashipu because he was completely covered by the anthill, and it was difficult, for anyone to be perceived that there is somebody like that here, because everything was, eaten up, all his body and flesh, skin, marrow, blood, everything, nothing was there, so except bones. Some bones were remaining, and he was still surviving. So the soul is, it was just there. So Hiranyakashipu was having such kind of endurance that he was able to keep himself alive, even though practically all his body was eaten up. So such kind of great endurance and determination Hiranyakashipu had, such kind of great severe austerity he has performed. So you can see that how this kind of determination is shown by many demons also. So we have discussed in the past also that how when that what is that, Bhasmasur, Prakasur, he also was performing that kind of severe austerities. So this kind of determination, what they show demons with their, they do it for their ulterior motives, for sense gratification, and that's why it is not glorified. In fact, we don't take that as a as an inspiration for our own lives. So in terms of their determination and austerity, it may be looking very amazing, but we don't actually glorify that because that's not done for the Supreme Lord. So a devotee of the Lord, he takes a severe austerity only with that only for the sole intention of pleasing the Supreme Lord. That is the main thing, what your devotee has in mind. So you can see, practically speaking, there are only devotees who are interested in the Lord. There is nobody else who is interested in the Lord. Except devotee, nobody is interested. So we can see, like, those who are karmis. I mean, first you can say that there are completely one class of people, those who are completely whimsical, They have nothing to do with any Vedic injunction. They just live like animalistic way. So there's one kind of fellows. We can say them as vikarmi, basically. So these people are completely, animalistic, just going on fulfilling their animalistic propensities, vikarmis. Then there is one class of people, karmi. So in that Bhagavad Gita purport also, Prabhupada is mentioning all the different classes. So in that karmi, they may follow the Vedic injunction, but they have certain fruit in mind. So they're also interested in their own gratification only. They're not interested in the Lord. They just want their own desire to be fulfilled. So many material desires are there. And they may follow certain rituals, they may perform some austerity. So all that they may do. And ultimately they want some kind of sense enjoyment. They may want money, they may want beautiful wife or nice husband, or some kind of comfortable life. Sometimes they may have desire to go to some heavenly planets. So that's why karma kandis, basically karmis. And then there are certain class of people. So these people, they are fed up with the material enjoyment. They are gyanis. They are seeing that how this uh, pursuit for material enjoyment does not make them happy. They find they get repeated kicks. They get frustrated. So because of that frustration and the repeated kicks, they may become bit wise. They understand that how this path of sense gratification, it does not lead to actually happiness. They may understand that. So now they want to get rid of all the the path of material enjoyment. So they kind of become averse to sense gratification. So that way they may just want to be detached from this material world. So they're typically gyanis. So they also will do severe austerities. And they may want to be away from all kinds of sense gratification. But their goal is still not the Lord. They simply want to just be detached from Maya, in the sense that detached from self gratification. But they have no attachment for Krishna, no positive attachment for Krishna, like that. So they don't want Maya also, they don't want Krishna also. It's like that. So they're in between fellows, that way. That's why Lord has made arrangement in Brahma Jyoti. You can go there. keep hanging, in Brahma Jyoti. You're not in material world also, not in the spiritual world also, like that. And yogis are the people who may actually uh, do some kind of austerity, not to go for immediate gross material pleasures, but they want to be controllers. They want to develop better powers so that they can have better control. So it's more advanced version of karmi, you can say that way. Typically, talking about a typical yogi. Of course, the yogi also may have different categories. Some yogis they may actually be interested in Brahma Jyoti. So they may want to merge in Brahma Jyoti. And there's some yogis who may actually meditate on Paramatma and they may want to go to Vaikuntha also. And the highest yogi is Bhakti Yogi, who actually is a devotee of the Lord. So that way the categories may be there. But typically when Prabhupada says about yogi, so they're interested just to get some mystic powers. And these people may want to impress others, impress the audience. They may get many followers. Sometimes they may proclaim themselves as God also. Some this kind of yogis sometimes it may happen like that also. So they are also not interested in the Lord. They're typically interested in for their own sense gratification in that way because they want to impress, get some honor, or pose themselves as some incarnation or something. So they may be. So they are also not interested in the Lord. So practically speaking, only devotee is interested in the Lord, nobody else, because devotee is not concerned about anything for himself. He's only concerned about how can I serve and please, the Supreme Lord. He's only living for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. There is no other concern, in the mind of the devotee. Like we see this famous example of, gopis simply wanting to please the Lord. To an extent that we know that how when Narad Muni was wanting to know from the Lord that how, gopis are your highest devotees, how you have so much love for them. So when so Lord says this, he gives this homework. You go to different devotees and ask for their dust because I am getting headache. Tell them that I am getting headache, and if you give the dust of your lotus feet, then Krishna can be cured. And all this, so Dadmani goes to different devotees, sages and different devotees, and then they were all actually refusing. They say, "How can we give the dust of our feet? And how can you keep that at Lord's head? It is the greatest offense, and for that we will be punished, to go to hell. So we cannot do that." So they were not at all ready. But we find that how when Narad Muni goes to gopis, without even a second thought, immediately they gathered so much of dust and they gave it to Narad Muni. Okay, now you can apply this on the head of Krishna. Because okay, if it that takes to relieve Krishna out for the pain, take it. No problem. We're happy about it. Now say, you people you don't understand. You're simple village woman, you don't know that if you actually do this, you give the feet of your dust and it is put on Lord's head. Don't you think it's the greatest offense? You'll be punished to go to hell. And they say, we don't mind. Even if you are supposed to go to hell for lifetimes, eternally. And if it relieves Krishna from the headache for a moment also, we are happy. We are okay. We're completely fine. So this is the devotees mentality. You can see and Gopi is the highest devotees actually. So para sukhi sukhitvam. This is how devotee lives. In serving the lotus feet of the Lord, in serving the devotees, in serving the Guru, that is the only concern what devotee has. There is no other concern. In fact, if there is a pain also in return, there may be pain, there may be troubles, there may be so many difficulties. Devotee does not mind that. If that gives, if that kind of service or if any endeavor or any kind of life where some Supreme Lord is being pleased, he's fine. Even if that endeavor or that life or that kind of service may give some kind of troubles to him. No? Tomara Sevaya, Jaito Dukha, Saito Parama Sukha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying also. No? So, Lord, in your service, whatever inconveniences I get, pain I get, that is actually my highest ecstasy. No? So, this is how a devotee's mentality is because devotee is completely concerned about Lord's pleasure. No? Lord's pleasure. So, for a devotee, happiness, distress, convenience, comfortable life, uncomfortable life, is no consideration only. No, he's simply concerned about serving the Lord. No? Simply concerned about. You see, the Kunti Maharani is praying, "Oh Lord, give me, distress also." Why she is able to pray like that? Give me distress. So give me suffering. Why devotee may be interested in suffering? Actually, devotee not interested in suffering also. Here, Kunti Maharani is not interested in suffering. She is thinking that in suffering, Krishna is remaining with us. When a good time has come, Krishna is going. So I don't want that. I want Krishna. No. So devotee is not concerned about happiness or distress. Devotee is concerned about Krishna only. So if Krishna is there, then I'm supremely happy. If Krishna is not there, then I'm not happy. So my happiness is in Krishna. My happiness is in serving Krishna. My happiness is when my life, my energy, my talent, my skill, my everything is engaged in Krishna service. That is only my happiness. So devotee is not concerned about anything actually. This life may bring happiness, suffering, it may give honor, it may be, the insult may be coming, whatever may be the case. A devotee is concerned if there is a service to Krishna, I'm okay. Like that. And he does not bother which circumstances he's put in, which place he's living, nothing. Narayana para sarve, na kutashana bibbate. Swarga pavarga narkeshu, apitulyartha darshana is saying. So when Vritarasura was cursed, so then Lord Shiva glorifies that how Chitraketu, I mean, Chitraketu Maharaj was cursed. So our Lord Shiva glorifies actually, I mean, pacifying Parvati. I'm telling the glories of Chitraketu Maharaj, the devotee of the Lord, to Parvati, that how my devotee is so glorious. Immediately Chitraketu Maharaj was ready to accept that curse of becoming a demon. So Narayana Parasavre Nakutashana Vivate. Swarga, Apavarga, Narkeshu, Apitulyartha Darshina. Whether it is heaven or hell or liberation, whatever it is. Devotee is not concerned. Devotee is concerned, okay, if that is the will of the Lord, this is what I am supposed to serve, I'm happy. This is what a devotee's consciousness is. So if we keep this, goal in our mind and work on this goal, then we see, so this is a very pure desire actually. So we have to know always that if our desire is pure, then that kind of intelligence Krishna also will supply, for us to become more and more, come closer to that kind of standard of a devotee. So otherwise, if we can remain stuck with, actually all these bijas are there with us. We all have these different tendencies. Karma bijas, we karmi bija also, we have sinful bijas also. And then we have the karmi mentality, then we have jnani mentality, we have yogi mentality. All these mentalities are there within us. Because we have been like that in many lives. So now we are getting the pure beach, that is pure devotional service. By Brahmana Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Kesha Prasade by Bhakti Lata Beej. So now Bhakti Lata Beej we have just recently got. So it is so important for us to be aware that so many other bejas also lying in our heart. It is there. So it is a very thorough business, just like when you are cultivating the land and you have to actually sow the right seed in the land. But there are many other things also. If you keep watering, and you put water, fertilizer and water you put. But if you're not carefully trying to also avoid or remove the other bijas, all these different tendencies, if you're not guarding against all that, so it may happen that it may also grow, and sometimes our bhakti lata, may get tainted also. It may get obstructed. The growth may get obstructed. So we have to be also careful, that we should be able to detect this kind of tendencies, of vikarmi, karmi, yogi, jnani, like that. Otherwise, if you are not careful about that, then we may just continue, having those tendencies and watering those tendencies also sometimes, like today I was hearing, Srila Prabhupada was saying that, this Christians may go and confess, they go once in a week that we have done this kind of sin. So let us be forgiven. They will pay some kind of fees, and then they continue the sin further like that. So basically, this tendency to go for sinful reaction, and continue that, it's actually a vikarmi, going whimsical life, So simply you want religion, some kind of stamp for you, some kind of license. Okay, I come back, I pay the fees, and then I know again I further go. It's like some kind of renewal of the license to further continue the sinful life. So actually, religion is not meant for that. So if a devotee is not careful to avoid sinful activities, so it's going whimsical. So this is one kind of tendency actually. So one should be very careful that one does not get into any kind of whimsical activities, sinful activities, which will unnecessarily bring displeasure to the Lord, it will unnecessarily make our spiritual life, troublesome that way, and in fact it becomes an offense, seventh offense, to commit sinful activity on the strength of the holy name. So Srila Prabhupada says because of previous habits, sometimes a devotee may tend to do some mistake. That don't worry, that Krishna forgives. No, but he is not thinking that, okay, let me, go ahead in that direction. And anyway, I'm chanting Hare Krishna. So that is, it's not proper. So devotee, is very cautious and serious that willingly doesn't want to he does not commit willingly. He will not get into any kind of track where he is getting into some kind of sinful activities. So the devotee willingly will not do, but because of previous habit it may happen. Like Prabhupada giving the example of somebody had this habit of smoking cigarette. So then it may so happen that suppose in a situation he never had any kind of desire like that, but in some situation some friend of his he just came and because of in that in those moments he gets maybe carried away. He's not thinking that okay, I can just Krishna not seeing here, so let me smoke. My guru is not there, let me smoke. Not like that, but because of previous habit somehow he got into smoking. And then he feels very bad. Oh man, what happened? Like that. So Prabhupada saying, okay, if that is he was not willing. Unwillingly it happened. So then Krishna will forgive. But if a devotee also, when he feels repentant, he will make a serious action plans. To be able to come out of it. He will be more careful, more cautious. He will be repentant. So this kind of mentality is seen in a sincere devotee. But if he is a whimsical, he is going on in that direction, headlong going in that direction, and is thinking that nobody is seeing, nobody is correcting, I'm okay, it's fine, anyway, everything is okay only. So Prabhupada saying is like, you infect some kind of disease and you think you're okay. But the problem is that that infection has come. It will be showing up later. So that's a problem actually. So we have to be also guarding against all this different sinful propensities. Also, one should be very careful, cautious about this thing. Same way, we may have when you come to devotional service, we have a desire to enjoy also. Yeah, I should be given certain privileges, because I'm a senior devotee. Now I should like sometimes one devotee was telling me in Pune, Prabhu, I want to sing Narsimharti, I want to sing Narsimharti. Can I sing? I told, I'm not the in charge. You can go and ask, who is in charge. They will tell you whether you want to sing Narsimharti. Then I was saying, you're singing Narsimharti every day also, anyway. What is the problem? Narsimharti you sing every day. Is it not? No, you can come anytime and sing Narsimharti. Sometimes devotee also ask me, Prabhu, can you sing Narsimharti? Yeah, I sing. I'll surely sing. Why not? So, and then I may not sing in terms of leading, in the mic. They said, प्रभु आपने बोला था गाएंगे. आपने बस पूछा था गाएंगे कि नहीं गाएंगे, whether you sing or not. I'm singing anyway. So the point is that sometimes why we are performing any devotional activity, it's a very honest question we have to ask to ourselves only. Why I want to lead singing? Why? What is the reason? Is it because I have some kind of people to impress on? I want to sing, let people hear. Why? Why not? Why not? The Lord can release my singing when I'm just following. What's the problem? So why I want to take the lead, in singing? You getting this point? No? Same way, we may want to take some service. No, Prabhu, I want to. I cannot take the service of this. No, Prabhu, just taking care of that washing pot or clean the kitchen. Actually, I should be given some kind of service where I should be speaking some lecture or something. But that way, people will see that I give nice lectures. So I know my mera bhi thoda, both the white collar service. Raisham is the white collar service. So we want to do white collar services. White collar service means the service which can give me some kind of honor, some kind of prestige, some kind of appreciation. No, in the eyes of the world, I can get something that way. So is that this our mood? This is why I want to do service. No, so like mm, Maharaj, from the Radhanath Maharaj, he was. So some Mataji sometimes come, and they may say that Maharaj, we have cooked such nice fish for you, and then and they want to take also. So name Maharaj, if he says no, if he says I cannot take, then they'll cry. They'll make hue and cry. So Maharaj sometimes expressed that that thing. Some with some disciples he told that Kare, you are so Maharaj has to oblige just to please the disciple, and eat and suffer also sometimes. Maharaj, okay, I'll eat and suffer now because I have to please you. So okay, I am making prashadam or I'm cooking for Maharaj to be pleased, or I'm cooking for my own fault to be pleased, or Maharaj took from my hand. Because from my हमारे हाथ से महाराज खाते हैं. From my hand Maharaj eats. So I want to cook for Maharaj like that. It's very subtle actually. It's very subtle. You see. So we will be cooking, and everybody will think, okay, so cooking for Maharaj and Maharaj will be pleased and all that. But sometimes our agenda would be because, if I cook and if I feed, then everybody will know, that Maharaj is from my hand. I can tell so many people then that way. Same way sometimes, some devotees may want to use their own car to get Maharaj. They may show suddenly some kind of great service attitude that way. So sometimes the agenda may be hidden also, no? So sometimes even the devotee also may not know why he is so much driven. It's good. These all services are wonderful. But I am saying this kind of tendencies are here. So we have to be very honest in our own heart. I mean, it's not to judge others, but we have to be honest in our own hearts. Whatever service I am doing, what I'm looking, what kind of fruit I'm looking. We always have something in mind to get from that, right? So if we are not having the core desire to please Guru and Krishna, then surely you have some other agendas. So we may not be on that pure platform, person, because we are all struggling sadhakas, but at least acknowledging that I don't have that pure desire. I have still some kind of agenda, some kind of tendencies, and circling it out. See, this is what it is. Raghava Kripa Das, this is what are you. Or sometimes we may not able to detect also. At least we can see I am not able to keep up with very pure desire. I'm not able to think in terms of, because okay, you want to serve that devotee and the devotee chastises you, and then you become averse to that devotee also. It happens sometimes. Sometimes some devotee, became personal servant of some great devotee, and then one correction, you fool, what, this is how the prasadam is cooked? And the resignation letter, I'm going, you know. So, I mean, the test will be there, So we all will be tested that what is our desire when we are serving that way. So what I'm saying is that whatever service we do, so in that service, what we are looking for, that also is our own, conscious effort we have to actually make. And also we have to be willing to hear, and understand from our senior Vaishnavas also. By hearing their Vani, by hearing spiritual master, we can actually able to get some hint where all I'm having wrong tendencies in terms of I'm trying to enjoy my service. So I'm not here to enjoy my chanting. I'm here to give enjoyment to Krishna. For his pleasure, I'm chanting. Prabhu, I'm not feeling ecstasy today. So Prabhu, better I'll take rest today. Because ecstasy नहीं आ रहा है तो सो जाता हूँ. अरे you chant for Krishna's pleasure, not for your ecstasy. Our ecstasy is not the concern. The concern is Krishna is pleased, Guru is pleased. That is our concern. That way it is. So all our services, whatever devotional performance, devotional service we are rendering, it's for it's the pleasure of Krishna and Guru. It's not for all our pleasure. So when this kind of consciousness is there that I want to be, at least we're struggling with that thing, then we'll get some kind of steadiness. Because then we understand it's my duty. It's by that which Krishna will be pleased. Correct? So we will think about what is my dharma, what is my bhakti dharma, that I'll do. And this if I do, that way Guru and Krishna is pleased. Let me do it. Okay, I may have still some kind of lingering agendas. Still, I may have some tendency to get some name, fame, and all that. At least being honest about it, at least trying to understand, yes, I'm not pure, and praying to Krishna, then gradually will overcome. That way it will be. But if you are completely casual about it, and we are only running after that, okay, I want, I want to enjoy only, I want to do this only. So this is, you understand, no? At least recognizing is very important. We don't recognize those tendencies, and we don't pray to Krishna like that, and don't endeavor in that direction that way. I want to get rid of this, circling it and getting it out that way. So anyabhilashita shunyam, not having this all kind of motivations of fulfilling our material tendencies, material desires like that. So this is how it is. So this is karmi mentality. Jnani mentality is we wanting to be be peaceful, no anxieties. I don't want to take any. I don't want to have any anxiety, Prabhu. No, why? Because I want to be peaceful. So we have not come here in Krishna consciousness to get peace. अंतरराष्ट्रीय कृष्ण भावनामृत संघ में आए अंतरराष्ट्रीय शांत मन संघ no. We are not here to get peace of mind or something. When so many people come to temple, we ask them, why you have come for? थोड़ा शांति मिलता है तो शांति से बैठते हैं इधर तो कहते नहीं we have our ISKCON temple to create ashanti in your life because get out of this ashanti yeah, you should get bliss, and that bliss means get into active devotional engagement, and then you'll get a lot of anxieties, and then we'll increase and we'll make sure your anxieties keep increasing for Krishna, so that you'll forget this material world. That way it is. So Krishna consciousness is a very dynamic life of great anxiety for Guru and Krishna. See Prabhupada, what anxieties is taking. He's coming to the West, heart attacks, nobody, no support, no money, nothing is there. So such kind of great, precarious situation, how much anxieties Prabhupada must be having, can you imagine? And when Prabhupada was leading the movement also, there thousands of anxieties. So many varieties of troubles were coming, Somebody is telling Prabhupada, this is only God, you know. So many varieties of things, right? And somebody is selling the temple only. One person sold the temple only, He was in charge of that and he sold the temple. So the kind of anxieties Prabhupada would get. One place Prabhupada went, then his dhoti kurta was missing in the morning. And then he found that one fellow has written his dhoti and one person is his kurta in Africa, somewhere. The Prabhupada is dealing with such kind of people. What kind of anxieties Prabhupada will be having? One of the initial disciples, not disciple, Prabhupada was thinking he will be disciple. David, what is his name? David. That he was about to kill only Prabhupada. He was attacking on Prabhupada. So it's kind of, so what kind of anxieties Prabhupada must be having, right? You see. But that was actually ecstasy. That was ecstasy. So devotee, so sometimes, some devotee will say, Prabhu, I don't want to take any of this service. No, why? Because very troublesome, Prabhu. A lot of anxieties will be there. So I don't want to take this management, Prabhu, I want to just chant, I want to be peacefully, I want to go back to Godhead, Prabhu. What are you doing? Go back to Godhead. There also you want Shanti only. Then we'll have to have separate, bhajan kutir for you and just keep chanting Krishna's. Lot of service. There's a lot of services. Chanting also is a service. But our mood to just only resort in chanting maybe sometimes just to get rid of all the anxieties for Krishna. You're getting? It's our own personal agenda to be peaceful sometimes. Now, we don't want to take certain anxieties because we have a tendency to be peaceful. We want some kind of liberation from our own troubles. I don't want this, so much of dynamism and troublesome life and all that. I want to be just peaceful. I want to be peaceful, like that. But if you take anxiety for Krishna, peace is automatically there. That peace, the soul is very peaceful actually. That thing is that natural peace will be there automatically in great anxieties of Krishna. But Prabhupada was very peaceful. Like yesterday, we were hearing, Antadeep was giving, online some kind of discussion was happening. She was saying that how Srila Prabhupada one place, there's so many troubles were coming. So what all things were there? He said that uh, I think some kind of managerial issues, and then Prabhupada wanted fruits. They cut the fruit, they offered the food, and they brought, the Prabhupada again. They told some sannyasi fell down somewhere. That also news came, and so there's so many, so many varieties of things are coming. So Prabhupada became very upset, very angry. He was angry like fire, and and then Prabhupada left, and then he went to the room and he was sitting there. So then the temple president, he just goes and he looks from that keyhole that what Prabhupada is doing. So Prabhupada is simply sitting like this and saying Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, he's simply chanting like that. So it's completely blissful. And then the president enters and says, no, Prabhupada, sorry, we troubled you so much and all that, he became upset. No, that anger is only to teach you all of you some lessons, that's all. I'm very peaceful, I'm very happy. So Prabhupada is himself very peaceful and happy. So that is always there. So if somebody is taking anxiety for Krishna, the peace is automatically there. So he's not looking for anything. So that's what is a wonderful thing. See, if you become a devotee of Krishna, all that were karmi, yogi, jnani are looking for you already there. In a natural way, the most natural way. So, but a devotee is not looking for all of that. Devotee only looks for Krishna. That's all. If Guru Maharaj, if you want me to do this service, it brings some kind of anxieties, some troubles are there, no problem. I take it for you. I want to take for you. I want to take that. At least I endeavor to take that. I know I'm not qualified. I know I may, I may fumble. I may, not be able to do it properly. But if you want, if you're ready to guide me, if you're ready to help me, I can try. I can endeavor. So this is like some kind of, motive to worship. This will be later. Later, no group is there. Okay. So there is, this kind of, at least we should know this is what we should be heading towards. This is what I should be looking for. We may not be, but at least we should know there we have to go. Because the devotees, so that's why the devotees are the rarest species. It's only the devotee are concerned about the Lord. Nobody else. Nobody else is concerned about the Lord. Only devotees thinking about pleasing the Supreme Lord, pleasing Guru, and nothing for himself. Nothing for myself and everything for Krishna. That is only a devotee. So at least you should know the standard of a devotee. If you know it, then the whole endeavor is now to come to that platform. That way it is. Like His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj was saying this point. He said that we quote every day, we sing every day. This our न धनं न धनं न सुधीं कविता मदे मम जन्मनि जन्म तृणादपि सुनीचन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानि न मानदना कीर्तनीय सदा हरि. So saying every day we will recite, but no, and in the daytime we will be like fighting only. We just forget all this. No, then we Trinadapi Sunichana, so many just deep points. No, Tarorapi Sahishuna. But no tolerance. How can he do like this? What is this? No, we may just outwardly we may just fight and do that. So Maharaj is making a point that see, these are the principles. We cannot say they are very lofty principles, so I don't even care about them. I'll go on my own way. So Maharaj saying this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is spoken for us only. We are only supposed to follow this. So we say, no, but I have, it's a very lofty principle. I cannot even think about also. That's fine. We may not be at that platform, but are we making some steps? Are we looking to come to that? I mean, maybe in some lifetimes, whatever. But are we endeavoring in that direction? So at least we have to know this is what is expected. There's a standard of a devotee. So then what I'm, so at least we'll become humble when I, do some kind of this kind of, nice fighting show or whatever. So at least we will become humble. So one devotee has to really take this, standards set by acharyas, and he has to worship them. He has to actually, pray and see how I can, make my baby steps to actually come gradually closer to that standard. If we don't keep the standard only, we don't even think about it. Oh, I don't care, because a very lofty thing. Let me just forget it. Then how we are going to make progress only, So at least a devotee has to really honor our sacred goals, our sacred standards of a devotee. At least we have to honor that. We have to know what is the devotee like. That will make us humble. And with that humility, we can begin to take our baby steps. This is what the point is. Yeah. So, okay, let us pause here because now we'll have Guru Puja first, and then we'll have, I think, Darshanarti. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की चाय शील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि Hare Krishna. Any correction or anything Prabhu you like to offer? Muktan Prabhu and Malay Prabhu, want to say anything?
One thing is, it's definitely a fact that Krishna consciousness is not easy. And Prabhupada said, pushed his disciples and said many times it's not meant for easy, comfortable life. And it really isn't, but always have to always remember that some devotees need more comfort and consideration for the psychological situation or whatever than others. Some people are really, really tough and they don't need any. They can go like a machine forever, and but most devotees need more than that, and some devotees need quite a lot of leniency and time for
For others, we can be considerate. Yes, Prabhu. That is our seva to those Vaishnavas. Thank you. When everybody understands. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti ki jai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya